I want to share with you a set of words or a sentence you can use anytime you're about to start to process a negative thought. Now, as you know, a negative thought is simply that voice in your head that tries to convince you that something or an outcome will not be in your favor, or that something will produce an unpleasant result, whether for you or for someone else or for something else. That's a negative thought. And you've always heard me say that just because you have a thought does not mean it's true. Just because you have a thought doesn't mean it's true. All right? So whenever you start working towards achieving something, and all of a sudden you begin to hear this voice in your head start to say things like, it's not going to work out, I've always failed at things, this doesn't sound good, I have a bad feeling about this. I mean, you know them. You know those thoughts that you always have, right? Whenever you start to think that something is not going to work out. So every time you begin to process all of these disempowering thoughts, there is a sentence that you can always use. What if it works out just fine? What if it works out? What if it works out? What if everything just works out fine? Remember, your mind is like a computer, all right? And one of the features of any data processing system is garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you feed your mind, that's what it's going to give back to you. So because you've always given it all of these negative things, and that's why it's giving you back the negative stuff. So every time you start to think, what if it's not going to work out? What if this won't work? What if I'm going to fail? What if I won't succeed? It's because you've been going on with that kind of pattern before now. So you're just trying to turn the battleship around to your own favor by saying, what if it works out? What if it works out? What if I succeed? What if this actually feels good? What if everything works out perfectly well? This is the brain behind positive affirmations, okay? Every time you begin to say things, whether you're saying it out loud or you're saying it in your mind, it begins to reprogram your whole system. Like you're focusing on it, not just saying it with the mouth. You know what? You really focus on it and think about that. What if this works out? If you do that and keep saying it and focus on it, then your brain now, with the help of your frontal lobe, is going to begin to look for reasons. Why? Because that's what the brain does. It goes about looking for reasons to validate everything you're giving it. So if you say something like that, it begins to look for reasons why it can work out. That's what it is. Your brain is not designed to make you fail. It's also not designed to make you succeed. It is designed to bring into reality anything you feed it. That's it. So it's just like a machine. Now, and that's good news because it's not operating itself. It can seem as though it's operating itself because you've given your power away to your brain. But you are in the steering and you should be the one in control. So by focusing on these lines and these kinds of thoughts, you're controlling, you've taken back your power, you're in the driver's seat. You now have the power to control the kinds of thoughts you're thinking. Right? So if you begin to think this way, now you have the power to reprogram your brain and to begin to say things like, what if it works out? What if everything works out just fine? What if I get there just in time? What if I don't miss this flight? What if I don't get fired? What if I actually heal from this disease? What if I get that relationship? What if, whatever it is, what if I get that money? What if I pay that bill? What if I'm not actually kicked out of the house? What if your brain now will begin to start looking for reason to validate all this new information you're giving it? Now you will notice you start to feel good again. Now these feelings are congruent with the way you're thinking. That's why I always say that your mind and body are always working together. If you focus on those thoughts, your body will begin to generate the feelings that are associated with them. Now you are aligned to that new destiny you've set with your brain. All right? So brainwash yourself. I don't know how else to say it. Brainwash yourself with these lines. What if it works out? What if it works out? Stop saying, what if it doesn't work out? It might not work out. Stop saying that. I mean, you're reducing your energy and you're making yourself worse by that. But what if it does work out? Okay? That's cool. Try it. And help me share this video and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching.